Thank you, Yanchi. And hello everyone. I'm going to introduce you the first component of a new product line from ChemAxon. ChemAxon is a well-known cheminformatics toolkit provider valued for its drawing, searching, calculation, naming, enumeration, or structure validation tools. ChemAxon was born into the internet age, and even its first product, Marvin, was designed for the web as a Java applet. Excellent support, high-performance database engine, strong chemistry, these are key characteristics of ChemAxon's technology. Top-of-the-class tools in the hand of an expert, and they power plenty of third-party applications developed by integrators. However, we felt that we could do a little more for chemists, biologists, and other life scientists who just simply wanted to access and search the corporate database for chemical compounds and other experimental data immediately, without training, without technical jargon or complex functionalities. Plexus Connect was made for them. Plexus Connect is the core component of Plexus Suite, which is a collection of modules integrated in a browser-based application. Plexus Connect provides access to corporate databases of chemical compounds and related information through a web browser. It is ideal for sharing information with contractors, collaborating partners, remote teams, sites around the globe, or even on-site users, for example, all of your employees, or really anyone you want. Administrators certainly have full control over security. Plexus Connect can provide read-only access to tables or forms. But it is also possible to control who can access which forms. Some forms will be available for every user, others only for a certain group of users. And if that wouldn't be enough, row-level security allows you to limit the records visible for certain users. Imagine that you have a database table and you can share the table with your external partners, your customers or compound providers, and they will see the records relevant to them, but the rest of the entries remain hidden. One user, for example, can see 2000 records while the other just 100, and the ones granted can see the entire dataset. Okay, let's see Plexus Connect in a live action now. I'm switching to a browser and logging in the demo site, which is available online through the web page of the product. Maybe some other users are connected as well at the same time. I'm using my LDAP username and password. To connect to Plexus, we are in here. We have a list of tables and forms. Let me open a form, Wombat compound view, and it displays a structure, some molecular weight formula, and some experimental data. It's a one-to-many relationship here. We have more than one experiment for a compound. Let's open another, for example, another form, drug bank. It has a couple of thousand records, but Plexus is capable of handling millions of records and hundreds of forms in a single system. I can jump into a record here. Okay, these are web forms designed for the web, and they look pretty simple to handle. I'm opening a grid. Here as well, the content is in the focus. We have a structured column and some calculated fields. Let's search in this table. For example, let's find structures with low molecular weights, less than 450. I run the search, and now we have only 800 records in this set. I can quickly scroll in the middle of the table. Let's narrow this down to molecules with not too many acceptor hydrogen bond acceptor positions. I run the search again. Here we have a little less compounds. And let me use this structure here as a query. I copy it to the clipboard with Ctrl+C and add a new condition, a structure condition to my query. I edit a little bit. I make this, say, an amide, and I replace this with a heteroatom. Okay, so now we have the three conditions. Two have been executed, and I added the structure condition now. I run the search. We have 6 hits. Pretty. I will export this. If no columns are selected, then all the columns are exported. We have chemical file formats, top separated file, or Excel as an output. If I select alphanumeric columns, then I can export to text or Excel. If I add the structures, then all the chemical formats are available. Let me export everything, so I don't select anything here. And I export these results to my plain Microsoft Excel format with structures as images, so I can share the Excel file with everyone, and they don't need to have JChem for Excel. They will see the chemical structures too. I save this to my desktop, overwriting my previous file. Let's open Excel. And here we have the data exported into Excel with the chemical structures. Great. Okay, let's return to my search. I still have this search. I like it, so I may want to reuse it in the future. So I save this query to make it permanent. I can reuse it. I can give a name to it. So my favorite query. Okay, I have it. I can rerun it anytime. With this I can display the entire record set, all the 1000 records, or go back to display all the molecules again in the search, and I can remove my saved query. I removed it. Alright, I think this was just a brief introduction. I log out and return to the slides. Let me summarize the advantages of Plexus Connect. It is easy to use. It is made for scientists and not for geeks. We continuously monitor and validate the web application with the help of chemists, biologists, and other non-technical people to keep it simple in the future as well. There is no need for a client application. Plexus Connect runs in a web browser, Firefox, Chrome, or Internet Explorer 10 or higher, as it has been written in pure JavaScript. Nothing is needed on the client side, just a web browser. And if you already have databases in the popular Instant JChem application, you can publish them directly on the web in minutes. Your data and even your forms you designed will be available for users through the web. The selected fields of the current record set can be exported to standard chemical files or Excel, including the structures. It comes with a powerful chemical search engine and a script showing the relevant entries in the PubChem site, and another one for V-axis are available as examples, so you can create your own custom drill-down scripts to extend the functionality of Plexus Connect. Administrators can use InstantJChem Enterprise to manage the databases of Plexus Connect. Data can be stored in Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, or just use the embedded Derby engine. The rich administration functions of InstantJChem Enterprise include a visual form designer. Administrators then can set security constraints and run the web application standalone with the integrated Jetty engine, or deploy the database to a Tomcat application server. The following time-lapse video will show how a database form can be created and deployed to Plexus Connect. And this video shows the administration interface within InstantJChem Enterprise. So you create a new form view in your InstantJChem project, and there is a visual form designer, and this time-lapse shows how quickly you can put together a sophisticated form. Let me emphasize that what you see here is a desktop application, and the form looks like a form of a desktop application. But the one displayed in the web browser looks like a web form. So both are naturally looking in their environment. Here we tested, the form works. Now we assign the privileges, who can see it. We disconnect the schema here and just start it locally on the local host, the Plexus Suite, and connect to the new form. Here is the new form. The administrator can see it. Data is displayed, and you see it looks like a clean web form. And a user can connect, and if the user has the right to access the data, then the form is immediately usable. So for administration, InstantJChem is an excellent interface to manage the data. Plexus Connect is the core module of the Plexus Suite, providing table and form-based access to databases, chemical search functions. It can be administered via InstantJChem Enterprise. There is another existing module called Plexus Design, which adds scaffold-based enumeration functions to the Plexus Suite, and it allows the calculation of dozens of properties such as pK, log-P, log-D, or solubility. We just started the development of a new data visualization and data analysis module featuring dynamic scatter plots, histograms, and other chart types, SAR and R group analysis functions. It's called Analysis. Further modules for the chemical compound registration, macromolecule registration, for the management of biological data, assays are planned, and we also plan delivering Plexus functionalities in the form of hosted services as well. The Plexus Suite will be extended by additional modules in the future, tailored to specific scientific and research management workflows. So it's an evolving system. But even Plexus Connect itself is being developed further. We will bring the most comprehensive set of chemical search functions of ChemAxon to the Plexus users. Data editing and importing will be available, but this can be safely controlled by the database administrators. Administrators will be able to manage the corporate databases remotely through a new web-based administration interface. And as I mentioned, we plan to deliver Plexus Connect as a service to small companies, just as a full off-the-shelf solution. So if you are interested in learning more about Plexus Suite, Plexus Connect, or you would like to try it yourself online with a demo account, please visit our product webpage. My colleague in Agi will introduce you Plexus Design next Thursday at about the same time. Thank you very much for your attention.